The production on SZA's Control and SOS albums is incredible, and there's one man behind a lot of these beats. Introducing Thank God for Cody. Here, Cody sampled West by River Tiber and Daniel SZA. It's a very simple sample, including just 3 elements. First, there are some chords played by a soft key sound. After that, we of course have the vocals. I recorded in 2 layers, a lead and a harmony. Then I processed them with Audemy and added an alter boy, compressor, spring reverb, delay and EQ. The reverb is especially key, giving it that ambient sound. And finally, we have a short, stabby bass. I got this sound from the Layers Complete Edition Analog Lab Bank. Cody also produced some other songs on Control, one of which being The Weekend. Throughout, you can hear this glistening ARP melody giving high-end texture to the sample, so I added something similar to our beat. And for 2 final elements, I wanted to add some synths. You can hear them all across Control on songs like Love Galore. For our beat, we have a pad playing the chords and an arpeggiated bell, which I took from Garden. Next, let's move on to the drums. On Doves in the Wind, Cody uses some acoustic boom bap style drums, so I chopped up a drum break on my MPC and put this pattern down. Using delay on all 3 of the sounds really elevates the bounce. As you can tell, I've sped the sample up quite a lot and taken inspiration for the bounce from Prom. However, Cody's drums hit really hard, so I laid them each with a different sound, giving them more punch. And finally, we have a synth bass. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me, where can you listen to the beats from my videos? Well, I've just launched a free Discord server where I'll be uploading them every week, as well as the samples for you guys to flip. I'll even be giving feedback on your music and just generally be there to chat with you guys. If you want to join, hit the link in the description. A few years later, SZA released SOS, and once again, Cody was a big part of it. And it's important to note, he came with a new sound, which is a major reason why SZA still uses his beats. She wouldn't want the same sound as Control, so it's important for us as producers to always be thinking about what's next. I took my first bit of inspiration from Gone Girl. I need more space and security. The chords are played with some keys and have a unique bounce to them. Rather than just having a chord per bar, I've added some extra ones to create rhythm. And I used a piano, which I processed with a room reverb, compressor, and EQ. Next, we needed to add guitar. Cody used guitars on songs like Too Late and Love Language. Talk to me in your love language. The tone of this guitar is amazing, so I replicated it by adding a preamp and compressor, followed by a chorusy amp, reverb, EQ, and phaser. Next, I added a simple acoustic bass line. Now, another one of the key elements on Love Language is the strings at the end of the song. I added this chopped up phrase and string counter melody. And last but not least, we have another synth accent hitting on the 1. Next, we needed to flip the sample. Most of Cody's beats on the project are up-tempo and bouncy. Take Conceited, for example.
I just got my body done and got no guilt about it.
To make something similar, I started with a hi-hat, open hat, and rim. Then there's some extra percussion. Before finally adding in a hard 808 from the Layers Complete edition. Thank God for Cody's production is a huge reason why SZA became one of the biggest artists in the world. His sound has evolved alongside hers while still keeping the feeling and bounce that lets you know it's a SZA song. Hopefully next time you cook up, you can use some of these tips and tricks to level up your production.